Hello students, good morning. I am your educator Dalsy and today we are going to do the menstrual cycle. So first of all, what is menstrual cycle? Menstrual cycle is the kind of process or phenomena which occurs in females of humans, apes and old world monkeys, in which the females at the age of puberty they start to undergo some kind of activities or changes in their body at an period of a one lunar month, that is of 28 to 29 days. This is said to be the menstrual cycle. The menstrual cycle is the representation of a reproductive male, the female which is capable of doing reproduction or which is capable to reproduce. So, menstrual cycle starts at the time of puberty, at the onset of puberty, and that is said to be the menarche. So, first of all, what is menarche? Menarche is the beginning of first menstruation. It means it is the period or the time at which first time the female menstruate. It is usually the age of 10 to 12 years according to present data. Later, it was considered as the pubert age of female lies between 12 to 15 years, but now it is considered between 10 to 12 year age of the female. So, menstrual cycle start with the menarche, and the difference between one cycle and the other menstrual cycle is of 28 days. It means at an interval of every 28 to 29 days, the events of the menstrual cycles are repeated, and this cycle is described very well in this diagram. As is shown in this, the menstrual flow is divided into mainly three phases. First is said to be the menstrual phase, in which the bleeding occurs, that is said to be the weeping uterus. It means when the ova get released outside of the body, when the ova get unfertilized with the shedding of the uterine wall, that is said to be the period of menstrual flow, menstruation or the means. Next phase, that is of follicular phase, it starts from day 6th and end up to the day number 14. It is the period which is known as the follicular phase or the proliferative phase. It is the phase in which the hormone, that is follicle stimulating hormone, which is secreted by the anterior lobe of pituitary gland, it stimulates the ovarian follicles to secrete the hormone estrogen. You can observe here in the follicular period the peak of the estrogen it raises, means the concentration of the estrogen raises, and what happens in this, the formation of the secondary oocyte occurs, and at the onset of the 14th day, that is said to be the ovulation, a mature secondary oocyte is released from the ovary to undergo fertilization. And all this process occurs under the influence of two hormones. First is LH and second is FSH, which are released from the anterior pituitary. Keep this in mind. In the means, the secretion of the LH and FSH are low, but during the release of the ova at the 14th day of the menstrual cycle, the LH hormone it ruptures the Graafian follicles. The rupturing of the Graafian follicles to release the secondary oocyte, that is said to be the ovulation, it occurs only under the influence of the hormone that is said to be the LH, luteinizing hormone, and this peak is said to be the LH surge, means in which the secretion of the LH is at a peak. So, and the most important point here to be noticed that starting from means up to the ovulation, the thickening of the uterine wall starts. Means with the ovulation, at the 14th day, the uterine wall become extremely thick and extreme blood supply is observed in this uterine wall, and this extreme uterine secretion or the blood concentration or the vesicle the vessel concentration, it represents that During the luteal phase, with or after the ovulation, the release of secondary oocyte, the uterus itself it assumed that fertilization may occur, and that for that fertilization necessary point is the maintenance of the endometrium, the uterine wall, so that the uterine wall become capable of accepting the zygote which is formed after the ovulation. In this period, as the uterus is in self, it is destined to undergo fertilization. It may occur or not, but it is destined to, it is assumed to have. At that point, the secretion of both the hormones, that is ovarian hormone progesterone and progesterone, both increases. As you know, progesterone is the type of hormone which is representative of the pregnancy. So as at the end of luteal phase, if fertilization do not take place, then the progesterone level reduces back to zero. Not to that much extent, estrogen do not fall in that extent to zero as progesterone we observe, but at the time it was observed or it was assumed by the uterus that the fertilization may occur, the progesterone level remained high. As the fertilization do not take place and the uterine wall start to shed as an indicator of means, at that very time the progesterone level falls to zero. And here also it is observed in the same manner that after ovulation the secondary oocyte is released and the secondary oocyte remain viable for about 24 hours if the fertilization may occur. If the fertilization may do not occur, then the corpus luteum ultimately it degenerate in the form of the corpus albicans, which is released from the uterus in the form of weeping uterus with shedding of the uterine wall, and this is released outside the body, and the uterus again in the next period after gap of 6 days of means it assumed to undergo the changes at reverse with proliferative phase. Same here, as you know, LH surge is the indicator of the ovulation. After this, the peaks they show a kind of reduction in their secretion. So menstrual cycle is the flow which comprises of three phases. Menstrual cycle, that is bleeding phase, or the means in which the shedding of the uterine wall due to lack of fertilization. In the first 1 to 5 days, it is variable in several females. Some have 2 days period, some have 3, or few have 5 days period. After this, the uterine plan to have ovulation, as at the onset of the 14th day the ovulation occurs. For that ovulation, the uterus prepare itself with the thickening of the vessels or the thick blood supply in the uterine wall, and at the 14th day of the ovulation or the menstrual cycle, ovulation occurs, which result in peak of the hormone estrogen and LH, that is said to the LH surge. Followed by this is the luteal phase or the secretory phase, in which why it is said to be secretory phase, because as an lubricant or an protection from the female body, some kind of secretions start to secrete through the vagina, viscous substance, that are indicator of this period that ovulation has occurred. And in this period the thickening of the uterine wall is very high due to rich supply of blood. The supply of blood, it represents that the fertilization may occur, and the uterus must be ready to accept the zygote or carry the placenta or the baby in its womb. Finally, all the processes they get reversed or reduced to zero as there is no fertilization, and the next menstrual cycle starts. This cycle continues till the last menstrual flow, that is said to be the menopause. And after menopause, that is that occurs about the age of 45 to 46 years old female, no menstrual flow will occur, and the female become completely sterile, and it just never undergo fertilization after that menopause. So that's all for the menstrual cycle. Thank you.